Hey guys, Fallout Lover here, back with another Fallout 76 video, and in today's video we're going to go over some things to do when you're bored in Fallout 76. So Fallout 76, it's a big game with a lot of stuff to do, but sometimes you just, oh yeah, they run out of stuff to do, the content there isn't really for everyone, or you just get bored. So today we're going to go over some things that I thought of that, honestly, they worked for me, so I thought I'd share them because they might work for you too. So without further ado, let's get into what I think are some fun things to do when you're bored in Fallout 76. So the first recommendation I have to make is do events. Now, this is probably one that you're like, why? Everyone does events. Well, there's a lot of people out there that actually don't, or let alone, they only do certain events. There's a lot of good events out there that not a lot of people know about, like AWOL Armaments, which is the one that you will see in the background footage. You are not guaranteed a legendary, but you have a very high chance of one. Same thing with Horde events. Horde events also have a really high chance of it being like literally almost guaranteed. Except for just maybe once. Like you have a 1 out of 10 chance it not gives you a legendary. So you have a very high chance of getting a legendary from Horde events, unless they're in the forest. Because legendaries in the forest just don't work like regular legendaries. The forest is weird, unless you're literally sightseeing. That's a region I'd avoid, and I don't like saying that because it actually does look the best out of all the regions, but it's not really for people trying to get better gear, so you probably want to avoid it. But I mean, if you're walking around, yeah, you might want to go to the forest, but if you're trying to get legendaries, play some events. The forest events, and just the forest in general, it's really, unless you're getting something specific, it's not the best region. But if you're in any other region, try some events. They could be good. Some of them are fun. Seriously, there's a lot of fun events. Like I said, AWOL Armament is a good one. Another really fun non-public event is Riding Shotgun, which I feel like should be a public event. That is also a really good one, because that one does have a guaranteed legendary, if I'm not mistaken. And that one is down right near the Big Bend Tunnel. That one is also a really good one. So just, if you experiment with some events, or even play some you haven't played before, like Project Paradise, which is a very underrated one. That is my favorite event in the game. And you can get a lot of legendaries if you're lucky. That is a very, very good event. So just try some events out, see if you like them or not, and keep doing them. I mean, they were added for you to have fun, and I don't really see a lot of many people play them. It kind of makes me sad watching them just lay dormant. For this next one, this is a bit of an interesting one. So with Wild Appalachia, there were these secret side quests that you can uncover. Now, I don't know how many exactly there were, but there were quite a few. So if you go around the map from police station to police station, or train station to train station, you might find some missing people notes, or just some notes about some of these random side quests anyways. And they're pretty cool. The two that I showed off is one at the Monongah police station and the Grafton train station. They lead you on a little bit of a mystery. And they're pretty fun quests, and I think there's more than that. I'm pretty sure there's at least 5 or 6 of them. But they're pretty fun. The game doesn't point you in these directions. Like, you have to go out and find these. And I don't think a lot of people know about them. Same thing with the Into the Mystery quest line. There's a lot of really hidden side quests, and not a lot of people know about them. So, go out of your way, explore, and try and find some, because there's a lot of really cool side quests in this game. My next recommendation is one of my personal favorite things, and that's just simply walking around. This game has a lot of nice places to sightsee, and just a lot of nice places to explore in general. You can find some junk, some spots for camps. You never know what you're going to find, really. And this is really the only way to find random encounters as well, so walking around is one of my favorite things, because you never know what's going to happen. You could stumble upon robots. You could stumble upon super mutants, ghouls, even creatures you normally don't see, like fog crawlers, gulpers. You never know what you're going to find. And that's why I like Fallout. Because when you walk around, you never know what you're going to find. So, if you have the time, I recommend try walking around for a bit. You might find something. So this next one is building a bit off of the last one, but it's one I don't actually see a lot. And that is exploring interiors, even if you've already been inside of them. So some of the best places to find junk are inside buildings, and not a lot of people go in buildings. I never really see people in buildings. They're always outside or at their camps. I never see people indoors. So if you're an explorer, go back to some previous locations, because while walking around, I found entrance to Dire Chemical that I actually did not know was there, so I decided, it's been a while since I've been in Dire Chemical. I'll go in and see what it looks like, and I completely forgot what Dire Chemical looked like on the inside, so it might refresh your memory on what places look like. You might never even have been to some of these places that you might even thought you have been. So if you go back and explore interiors, I'm sure you'll most definitely find something interesting. And it's one I can recommend. Just like walking around, it's basically the same, but in interiors. For my next recommendation, this is really dependent on what the day is, but that is doing multiple daily ops per day. This is actually, not only can it be really fun, it can also be kind of rewarding. So if you don't know, you can get unlimited currency from daily ops, meaning while there's a cap on how many times you can get the best rank reward, you can, every time you play daily ops, actually get script or caps. You can get that infinitely. There's no cap on how much you can get. So playing multiple times a day, you can get a lot of currency that way. So if you want script and you have the time, it's pretty fun. And also, you are guaranteed a legendary weapon if you get, I believe, at least Paladin for your rank. So you can get some pretty nice rewards. My next recommendation is to create a new class. There's a lot of weapons in this game that go unused by certain players because they're just focusing on certain weapons. But if you open up that barrier and try other weapons out, you might have fun. I usually play automatic rifles, but here I decided to do a semi-automatic rifle class, and not long after, I did a shotgun class. And I've been using the shotgun class for the past few days, and it's been pretty fun, so using different weapons could be a nice switch up in terms of gameplay, so it's what I can recommend. My next recommendation is chipping away at challenges. So challenges are not fun sometimes, but over time, if you take a little bit of time to do some of them, just a little bit, it will add up. And if you're someone like me who just hates looking at uncompleted things, it's nice to get them cleared up every once in a while, especially the possum and tadpole badges. As much as I hate to say it, they were actually kind of fun. After I did complete them all, I was like, you know what, I kind of wish I had more. So going after some of these challenges can definitely be tedious and annoying, but some of them are not that bad, and some of them can be fun. But unless you really, really hate yourself for some of these challenges, this probably isn't the best recommendation, just something to do on the side just in case you want to do it. So my second to last recommendation is building a camp. There's a lot of nice things that you can build in this game, and really with basically almost infinite possibilities, as you can build pretty much anywhere on the map and build whatever you want anywhere on the map. You can get some pretty creative things going. I've seen some really, really good camps out there. I'm not the best builder myself, but I've had a lot of fun building. Building is one of my favorite things to do in this game. Although I will say sometimes it does give me a tiny bit of a headache because building is kind of about sequence, so really you have to build in a certain order if you want certain things to work. But unless you're building some really intricate contraption or base, just simple building is pretty fun and relaxing. You basically have the free reign to do whatever you want with your camp. And that's really where I think Fallout 76 shines. The building in this game is definitely a step up from Fallout 4, and it's really fun. I do like the building in this game. It just sucks when it wants to not work sometimes, but this game as an entirely just doesn't work sometimes, so it's not really the building's fault. But building in this game is fun, so if you got some spare time to sit down and decorate or make a camp, I recommend you do so. It's pretty fun and relaxing. For my last recommendation, I'm going to combine two in one and say trading and game chat. So trading in this game is, well, probably one of the best features, and really where this game shines, being able to set up your own shop and make custom prices. This game really shines with that. But another thing that's actually really good is just talking and chilling with other people in game chat. So I've been around to events from time to time, and sometimes I will go on game chat and talk to some people. Most people don't want to talk, but for the people that do, I've met some really good people that way. So if you just go on game chat every once in a while and you're looking to make some friends or just have fun, you definitely can. And I really recommend that you try and do that sometime. Another thing, back to the vending. Vending is also another really fun thing, as you could basically take mostly any item, not every item. There are a few non-tradable items, but trading is just a cornerstone feature of the game. So I hope these 10 ideas help you, well, get less bored while playing this game. It can definitely happen sometimes. You can run out of stuff to do, but honestly, this game is one of those games that really boils down to really how far you're willing to go. If you really take the time out to do as much as you can spend a lot of time on this game. But if you're not going to, well, you're not going to spend a lot of time on this game. So really what it boils down to is basically how much time you're willing to give the game. But I do hope these ideas help you out if you want to try some of them. And I recommend you try some of them. They could definitely do a little bit of fresh air for you. They definitely helped me, and I did try these while recording these, and they were all fun. So with that being said, I'd like to wish all of you guys a farewell, and I hope all of you guys have a wonderful evening.